Sarah from Detroit, Michigan. Thank you for viewing this video with me today. Today, I am here to talk to you about Schwarzkopf Professional USA. We will be discussing a color placement as well as some of our Schwarzkopf Professional products that we have to offer to you. I'm really excited to be able to bring this to you today because it's featuring some of my favorite products to use in the salon, especially with the season we're in, fall and winter. We're adding a lot of rich colors, as well as the placement is very realistic and usable in the salon going into the holiday season. We're able to do it very quickly and add a lot of punch and pop and character into our client's hair. So today on our model here that I happen to name Sarah, she was happy to be my model. We're going to be doing multi-tonal partial slices, as well as working with our Agora Royale color line and our Agora Variable Blonde Plus lightening powder today. So I have chosen for our look to use 3 different colors that are really gonna, first of all, show up well on a mannequin as well as on our clients. I don't know about you guys, but one of the things that my clients often ask for is, I want to see different colors. I want to see dimension. Clients nowadays aren't looking for just one highlight. They like to see different colors, and I often liken it to their children's hair. Why do so many moms like their children's hair? That's because it's full of dimension and different tones. Through the partial slices, we'll be able to show you how to really personalize that look to give them different tones. Often it's different tones of blonde, and with the Fashion Lights products that we will be using today, we're really able to give them that different tonal colors with one product and using different tones and have very controllable results. Another thing I often get is they want to see some red or copper. That can be difficult to achieve because oftentimes we need to pre-lighten and then deposit on the hair. It doesn't hold well on the hair in the long term, and it takes up too much time in my books. I don't know about you, but you know, especially this time of the year, I don't have time to be double processing people or touching them up in a few weeks when it's after it's faded out. With the Agora Royale Fashion Lights, we're really able to achieve in one step, both of those, lift and tone in one step. How cool is that? So let me show you some of those shades that are available here in our swatch book. This is our True Fashion Lights that we have with 6 available shades. L-00, which is our neutral, L-44, which is our beige, L-57, gold copper, L-77, which is copper copper, L-88, red red, L-89, red violet. So this here shows you with 40 volume of our Agora Royale oil developer mixed with the Fashion Lights on a virgin level 5, the amount of lift and deposit you can get. And I'm going to tell you that oftentimes I do feel that a lot of these shades actually come out a little bit brighter than these swatches, especially on virgins. Another neat feature about these is I can tell you, even from personal experience, on previously colored Schwarzkopf Professional hair, I'm actually able to lift through that previous color. How realistic is that? In real life, we don't get very many virgin clients in our chair. I would dare say this mannequin isn't very a virgin either, given her processed mannequin hair. And this will help pull through that. So I'm not going to tell my client who's had box colors on her hair for years, slap this on, you get this result. But I have personally done it on many of my clients. I've been doing this for several years with Schwarzkopf Professional products, and it's pulled through and been a beautiful, bright color with longevity and great tone. So today I have chosen for a mannequin that we're going to be using the L-57 and L-88, separate bowls of course, mixed with 40 volume that we're going to be using to create some tonal slices, as well as some highlight pieces. So this is going to give us a lot of variety and dimension on her hair. How the L Fashion series is going to process on the hair. It is at room temperature for 30 to 45 minutes. They're a little bit slower moving, which I enjoy because it gives me a lot of control on the hair. If it's too quick, if I'm doing other things, for example, a base color on her hair, I need it to be very controllable. Another option as well, especially if it's on previously colored hair, is I can actually add some heat to it to help give it that extra lift and deposit onto it. So I love the controllability and the predictability I'm able to get from the Fashion Lights. All right, and that is a mixed 1-to-1 with our Grow Royal Oil Developer. And the reason why I say oil developer is because there's a high level of oil inside this developer, creating a buffer to protect the hair. One of our goals as a company is a passion together, but we need to have integrity for the hair and giving the client the result that they're looking for. So with these two products, I'm able to give them a lot of lift and deposit without damaging her hair strands so that it looks shiny and feels great when she walks out of the salon. Also, I'll be using the Agora Vario Blonde Plus. So the Agora Vario Blonde Plus gives us up to 7 levels of lift on hair. We recommend this mixed again with our Agora Royale Oil Developers. We have 10, 20, 30, and 40 volume, but mixed with the Vario Plus, we really do recommend that you do 10 to 20 volume on scalp with 30 volume possibly off scalp. I find typically in my clients in a highlight situation that I'm going to be mixing with 10 or 20 volume for my foil work. That is plenty. It's a very, very rare that I ever need to use 30 volume because the consistency and the working power of Agora Vario is so fantastic. So the mixing ratio for this is 1-to-2, 2 parts of developer, 1 part of powder, to give it the best working consistency. And that is what I have mixed today to work on our mannequin with, or as I've named her, Sarah, today. So let's talk about our placement a little bit. Our placement for her partial highlight is we're going to be taking, let me grab my comb. We're taking a section around the top of her head, and they specifically chose these areas because of how the haircut's going to lay. I love to design my color around how the haircut's going to work. Her haircut, as you may already be able to notice, is going to be a classic bowl shape. So I know the front area I need to be able to swish to either direction. She's not going to have a set part. If she did have a set part, I may take that into consideration and where exactly I'm going to place this section, as well as the flower on her head. Where is that at? Because every head is different. How much hair is going to fall forward over our color placement that we apply? What is her fringe looking like? How much color do I want on her fringe? How much is falling forward or sweeping to the side? So for this situation, I am doing it symmetrical because it will switch to either side. I also made sure that on my mannequin's flower, I have just a little bit of hair here to fall over the top to help blend the colors a little bit, as well as I feel I can market this to my customers, telling them you're not going to see new growth right away. That is a huge concern that I hear on a daily basis. I need something that I'm not going to have stripes or new growth showing immediately. This could be realistic as well for someone who has gray, white, and we need to be doing a retouch on their regrowth every 4 weeks. Now they're able to do their retouch area and not have to redo their highlight or their light pieces every single time. So just some things to think about when you're consulting with your guest and you're thinking about how I can add some color to their hair and make it work for them. So we're going to be sectioning in a horseshoe, slight oval or moon shape across the front of her head, thinking about how much I'm leaving down, and then perfectly parallel to that, I have a matching moon shape right here, and then I've taken the lines here and here, and I did take those specifically to be above the ridge of the head, and that's because anything that comes underneath the ridge tends to be buried and we can't really see much of that color work. So why am I gonna waste a bunch of time putting a ton of color deep underneath here that she's never gonna see? All the hair falls over the top and boom, it disappears, especially in a bowl haircut where it is designed to be more one length. So I kept it towards the top of the head, above the ridge, and lined up with my front and back, all right? So now that we've talked about what we're going to be doing, the products we're going to be using, let's get into some coloring. All right, and we're back, ready to start coloring our little lady, Sarah. And I have here my tray ready to go. All my shades, my Vario Blonde Plus with 20 volume, my L-57 with 40 volume, my L-88 with 40 volume, and here's a really little trick I love, is these Schwarzkopf bowls, I can put my tab right into them so I never mix up which color I'm using, because I don't know about you, but you get in a hurry and forget what you put in the last foil, right? Or which bowl was which. Okay, so let's get coloring. So I'm going to come in here, my lady, and I am going to take a slice out here and put that away. We're going to come in and start our first slice. So whenever we're coloring with our color, we want to make sure that we're taking fairly thin sections because we want to make sure we can always see through the hair like a fine newsprint so that we're making sure we're getting full coverage. So we want to think about what color we want to see towards the edges of our face, possibly making it so that we can pull out her eye color. I'm going to come in here, and I want you to notice that when I come in with my comb to pull my foils, I'm locking them into place by making a crease with my comb slightly smaller than the actual section I took. That is pinching the corner of the foil and the hair into the foil so that we're able to create a nice tight section that we can actually move easily and very controlled as we continue working around the head. So that's a neat thing to think about. As we continue with our sectioning and foiling, another thing you could think about is one of the things I love to see and a lot of my clients enjoy is seeing a lot of dimension in the tones. That could mean that as opposed to taking very specific every single section, exactly the same amount, leaving hair out in between every foil, I might actually do some of these a little bit back to back. I might take 2 or 3 sections of a different color. So they don't all have to be the same. My client told me that she was looking to have a little more blonde than say the red color. I could do more of these blonde and just a couple of red to spice it up. So I want you to think about really what you're trying to create and you knowing your client and what she might like to see. So I did specifically there do 2 back-to-back reds because I really want to give it a little pop. Now I am going to leave a sliver of hair out. And next I'm going to come back in with my L-57 and pop in a little bit of our gold copper. So this is going to be fantastic with the fall colors and rich tones as we start moving into the winter season. So many people are asking for these. So I'm going to keep working across the head in this manner, carefully choosing my placement and for my slices. All right, welcome back. And we have gone ahead and let Sarah process now for about 30 minutes. And I was happy with the color results. I think we can already see some of her bright fun colors coming through on her head. I just want to talk to you a little bit about some of the products I chose to use on her hair. For our shampoo and conditioner for our wash, I went with our BC Bonacure Color Freeze shampoo and conditioner here. These are also sulfate free, which is a really neat option because I think so many clients nowadays are asking for sulfate free option we have available in our Color Freeze line. Our Color Freeze line recently was relaunched, and the main reason why is because it has a pH balance of 4.5. That is lower than the regular pH level of natural hair. That's somewhere around 5. So having it being formulated with a 4.5 is actually keeping that cuticle closed really tight on the inside and outside to help this color stay very vibrant. It also has moringa aloe vera in it, helping keep the UV rays from fading the hair as quickly. So I chose these because of our bright colors. And I love the Color Freeze, how light it is. I use it on my own hair, which is very fine. And I feel it doesn't leave any weight on it whatsoever. Another neat feature about our BC Bonicare line is that it has amino technology, so that it is able to repair the hair back to its original virgin-like state as much as we possibly can, as well as magnetically attaching to where we need the repair on the hair, and then the rest washes off. So you're not left with any weight on the hair, as well as true repair on the inside level of the hair cuticle and strand, as opposed to just masking the damage and making it feel nice till your next shampoo. You really can repair the hair back with anything in our line. We also love to spray, as my favorite cutting tool is our Time Restore Q10 Rejuvenating Spray. This leaves the hair very soft and silky, again with no weight for people concerned about heaviness, but really helps repair the hair back, giving it moisture and anti-aging, Q10 and collagen, as I mentioned. Giving it a nice light moisture repair to it, and great for cutting purposes. For styling, I will be choosing from our Osis line. I love soft and straight, and because Sarah is my mannequin, we need to get the hair nice and smooth as we do our blowout. So I'll be using just a little bit of this to get a nice smooth result and help with humidity and frizz protection. And of course, finishing with our sparkler, which is a absolutely weightless shine spray, giving it a nice glossy finish without it feeling greasy or heavy. So let's go ahead and see how our color looks and start our blow dry. And we're back with our finished model. Sarah's ready for all of our holiday parties to sparkle in front of everyone with all her pretty colors with our multitonal partial slices. So you're able to see here the beautiful, absolute beautiful variety we're able to see in these colors here. You also notice here I got a little bit more bold. That was by putting 2 slices back to back. We've got our copper, our blonde, and they're absolutely beautiful. It looks like it could be 100 foils, and this was about 8. So if you were to part it over towards the side, you can see different colors coming through either side. She wants a little more red. You can get a lot of variety with this here. So I'm very happy with how she came out, especially being a mannequin. And I think she's looking awesome. So we used all our products on her from our Osis, BC Bonicare, hair therapy, and our Agora Royale. So thank you for watching this video with me today. I hope you enjoyed it. And I also want to mention, if you would like to see more looks like this or more ideas, sometimes as a stylist, we can get a little stale on what to offer our clients, and I even feel myself doing things like this helps me feel re-inspired to go back to work the next week. Check out some of our social media. We have a Facebook page, Twitter, Instagram, our website where you can see actual videos, different color combinations that we do, and get inspired to create some new looks, and follow our social media pages so that you can always be in the forefront of what the latest trends are. So thanks again for watching. This is Grace Breznau from Oxford, Michigan. Have a great holiday season.